That looks fine. There. That was easy. So, did you grow up in Nebraska?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I grew up here, a little town called O'Connell.
Yeah?
My father's ranch. He had a small ranch up there.
Yeah.
And he come up there in the early days when he could homestead.
Oh, yeah?
Our granddad got on the, well, my granddad was a Southerner.
Mm.
He had Negroes
Oh, yeah?
during the Civil War. And I don't know, when I guess the war was over, he told me, he said when they told me to let my niggers go, he said I was broke.
Yeah.
He got up to Kearney and they were just starting the railroad from Kearney up to Callaway. And he got on that grade. And he got up around Eddyville and O'Connell, found out there's land that could be homesteaded.
Yeah.
He homesteaded there and the rest of the family and followed him up there. And Dad did too.
Mm-hmm.
And homesteaded. And them was tough years. Them was the early part of the 1900s.
Yeah. Yeah. When,
And that was, we just lived on what we could get and scratch and raise. We didn't have no money.
yeah.
They had no money. And we just had to live, that's all.
Yeah. Did you have,
But you tell them kids though to lay off of tobacco. If they want to live to be old, just lay off of tobacco.
did you ever smoke?
No, I never did smoke about anything at all.
Yeah.
I smoked a little during the war, just kind of
It's probably
kill time a little once in a while.
Yeah.
I'd smoke a cigar or something, but I never smoked.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. You're a veteran of World War I, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let me see about. This is just a little,
Yeah, that was.
little recorder. It puts all your information right on this.
I don't think I nowadays to what they had when I started.
Yeah, things have probably changed a bit with
Oh,
with all the
it's
technology.
It's all changed so far, it's just, you would never believe it.
Well, yeah, you can.
You can't make these kids believe that stuff.
No.
They think I'm kidding them.
Huh? Yeah.
School kids come down here in hordes. And they just can't believe it was that bad.
Well, yeah, yeah. You can. You were alive before people were flying in airplanes.
Yeah. I told them a story the other day. First money I ever got outside of the world, I got from a rancher, the name of Ed Stuckey. He'd bring cattle over to Dad, and Dad we'd herd them for him, take care of them. Yeah. And Dad would trade him a few heifer calves he had, or a few steer calves, for some heifer calves. That's when Dad started his herd. And the neighbors around all had a few milk cows.
Yeah.
They lived on that. They had to have something like that to live on.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a few calves, and they'd bring them steer calves all over to Dad's place, and this Stuckey would buy them. And he had a bunch of them there that time, and him and Dad got through trading, and he was ready to drive them home. It was about 9 miles for him. And he said, Billy, I'd like to hire that kid and his horse. I had riding one of Dad's old horses. And he told Dad, said, I guess I could spare him. I helped him drive them cattle home on Monday. work 7 days or 6 days, all 6 days, gathering up cattle for him around in different places,
Yeah.
getting them steer calves. Saturday night come home, I would come, he wrote me a check for $16, $16.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 16? It's six, it's
How many days you do it?
$2, oh, it's $12.
$12?
He wrote me a check for $12, $2 a day, $1 for my horse and $1 for me. And God, I was hilarious. I rode about that high in the saddle coming
Yeah.
home that night. I got home and Dad said, Jesus Christ, he said, what's this country coming to? He said, give a kid that much money.
Yeah. It's got to be a lot of money back then.
There wasn't no money much.
Oh, yeah.
There just wasn't no money much.
Yeah.
You just couldn't hardly get $1.
Yeah. Wow.
They just couldn't believe such things.
You were.
The very words Dad used, he said, good God Almighty,
Mhm.
what's this world coming to? Give a kid that much money.
Ah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's what, I guess now sometimes some teenagers get that much in 1 hour for work.
Whoa, they're offering $9 an hour right now here at this plant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Advertising it right through the radio.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
hear it every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you were in World War I, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I got $1 a day
During the war?
during the war.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they paid us $1 a day.
Hmm.
Soldier.
Yeah.
I got $39 when we got overseas. They raised us $33, $6 I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Were you in France?
Yeah, we landed. They took us over in big boats. They landed us in western part of England, over at, what the hell is that? Name's getting away from me now. The big town, the western part of London, or biggest part of England, on the west coast. And we walked east till we could see the towers of London, then we took off south,
Mm-hmm.
and we walked the full length of England, and crossed the channel over into France.
Yeah.
Keep away from boats. Germans had so many gunboats.
Mm-hmm.
And them roads wasn't smooth like cement they used here. They were solid roads, but they were old rock, oval rock and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And how God your feet would roll, twist. God, that was a hell of a trying
Yeah.
deal. With a load,
Yeah.
we was carrying 80 pounds,
Wow.
you know, on our shoulders.
Hmm.
God, that was a tough walk.
Yeah.
We was 2 weeks doing it pretty near.
Yeah.
That was a long ways.
Yeah. So were you in the trenches in France?
Yeah. Yeah, we was there all through 1918.
Hmm.
We we just got kind of settled down, was training over there,
Mm-hmm.
and they come one morning and said, get ready, said, we're going to the front.
Hmm.
Said the Germans is going to take Paris. And they got us up in a hurry, and we got over there, clear over there. We we stopped them there. They told us, they said, there's nobody allowed to cross this river.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little short river, it wasn't very wide, 20, 30 feet, it was a rule, waist deep.
Mm-hmm.
They said nobody comes across the river.
Mm.
That was our,
Mm-hmm.
we set up there. Chateau-Thierry, it was the name of the little town.
Hmm.
And then damn Germans, they tried every way to come across there. They run at us in herds.
Mm-hmm.
They sacrificed their men.
Yeah.
And they just run at us in herds to try to bust through, you see, and then the rest of them couldn't come on.
Yeah.
My God, they never did bust through.
Mm.
We got our introduction to the army and the fight right there.
They were in a big hurry. Yeah.
And then on, it was tough.
Yeah.
The good Lord took me out of several bad deals. So I have to say that I think the good Lord will help me.
Yeah. I've
They had me on patrol, night patrol. I had an Indian guide with me. We was doing all right. But I was wondering why they were sending me all the time. Because I do too. The Indian kid was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I met the captain one afternoon. We didn't have to stand in the trenches when we worked at night.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Eddie, he said, they call me Eddie over there, short for Edmenstein.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Eddie, he said, you're awning in for tonight on patrol. I said, Captain, why don't you send some of these other guys? I said, you been sending me every night.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, he said, my gosh, I guess I have. He said, all right, but he said, you're the only one that showed any results.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he said, I tell you, you go ahead tonight, get your gang and go out. He said, maybe tomorrow I'll send somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
6 o'clock that night, we went out, cut her along. We had to cut our way out into no man's land. There's fences,
Oh, yeah.
barbed wire, rows of it. We got out there, we just got out there when it was dark. And they threw a barrage of artillery around our company. There's 4 companies of them.
Mm-hmm.
Battalion, our first battalion, 1,000 men. They threw a barrage around them, and they poured gas on them devils for 7 hours.
Hmm.
They'd shoot it over and bust it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, they just about ruined that whole goddamn 4 companies.
Oh, yeah.
Man, by God, I laid out there in no man's land and never touched me.
Hmm. Yeah.
It all went over me.
Yeah. That's some good luck. Yeah.
All good luck.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the only one. There was a lot of, I can tell you a lot of stories like that. I always just missed it somewhere or other.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't there.
How long were you in Europe then?
That makes a fellow think, though.
Yeah.
After I got out of there, I thought about so much in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I got how I missed a lot of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Them that didn't, a lot of them died right there on they had gas masks, but them old gas masks, they had a clamp on your nose, you breathed in and out of your mouth. After about so long, your mouth gets dry and you'll throw up.
Yeah.
And then you was goner.
Yeah.
You had to take that gas mask off.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah. How long were you there? Till the end of the war?
Well, I was there, the war was over.
Yeah.
I got hit just 3 days before it was over. About tore this arm off. I still got just get claw hand and crooked arm.
Hmm.
They cut the leaders in two in this arm, tore the muscle off, and
Yeah.
broke my shoulder.
Wow. So that was. And what's your recollection? What do you remember from when the Depression started? Do you remember the Depression? The Great Depression, 1929.
What do you mean after I got hit?
Yeah, well, yeah, that later when you came back to the United States, you know, when all the banks went bad and.
Oh, I come back. I was pretty glad when I got back to New York. I got back there in the night sometime on the ship. I woke up the next morning and I couldn't hear any noise or anything. And I jumped up and ran out, ran up on deck. We was sitting right over to that's their big hand, flag of the United States.
Mm.
We sat right under that. And I thought to myself, boy, you made it back.
Yeah.
I never figured on getting back.
Yeah.
I done things over there. Well, they got mean.
Yeah.
You had to get tough, mean to make it, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
I got mean, I know I got mean. But there's no old lady, well, I call her an old lady, she wasn't an old lady, she just getting a few gray hairs, but she was a Red Cross nurse.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up from my operation that morning and first thing I could see was that Red Cross sitting there, couldn't see. And she had been questioning me while I was out. And she knew more about me than she even knew my horse's name. I had a good saddle horse at home. She knew my father and mother's name, all about them, and she knew my horse's name. I didn't know anything about it, but I talked to her, and my mind was
Mm-hmm.
they're gone. Of course, I got blew up when a shell hit, went in the ground, and I threw myself down. I knew it was coming then. And I threw myself down, and it went in the hole right beside of me.
Mm-hmm.
This shell did. Then it exploded.
Hmm.
And when I went down, this arm was right over that damn shell. And I went up in the air, and one of the boys come to the hospital after the war was over. He said, Eddie, he said, the last time I seen you, you was way up there in the air.
That was your first time flying, huh?
Yeah. It shook me up, I guess, tore me up pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But that old girl talked me out of that, and she come there every day for I don't know how long, several weeks,
Mm-hmm.
talked to me, and she never ever mentioned war once.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to get my mind off of it. She worked me back. She's afraid that I was going to stay a little.
Mm-hmm.
But I got my mind back all right.
Yeah.
I've had it in pretty good shape ever since.
Yeah. Did you come back to Nebraska after World War I?
Yeah, I went back to the ranch up there. I married my sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
I was living in blue heaven, doing all right.
Yeah.
For about 5 years. My wife up and died of childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the whole damn world caved in on me.
Yeah.
That was my first hard life.
What about,
And I stayed up there around 34. It dried out. I went broke. Cattle broke me. Had a lot of cattle and no feed. I just had to give them away. Do everything you could. Set me back pretty hard. I got kind of straightened out again up there. And I come down here to this country and bought me an irrigated farm. It's kind of a rundown place. They'd fed a lot of cattle there for years. Hadn't done much farming. It was a good farm too. I straightened that out and got it in shape. And just got ready when World War II broke. Took two of my two oldest boys. The oldest boy went with Patton in his tanks. He was in France. The other one, he enlisted out of high school and in the Navy. They sent him to Japan. Then they come after me.
Yeah?
When the Germans, or the Japs, took the island there, they thought they was coming on up for California. And I guess it was set up to try to come to California. They claimed it was. They come after me, intelligent people squad. I had to go to Omaha and answer a few questions. They put me on a plane, said, you're going under the FBI. United States Deputy Marshal, I was.
Really?
I went out there, he hollered at me just that everything was in a rush. They was trying to get me ready to get me on a plane for a certain time that night. They're out of Omaha, I got in there at 4 o'clock. He yelled at me, he said, you'll get $5 a day. And I thought to myself, my God, what the hell do I do with $50, $5 a day to live on it?
Yeah.
I worked about half the week before I found out that was supposed to be me eating money. I was supposed to get $5 a day, was just eating money. My wages come back all extra. I felt a lot better then.
Yeah.
I got big wages. I come back, I was about pretty near 2 years out there. After we took the Japs all out, we couldn't pick them out. They was ordinary. And we old damn little women spit in your face. They all had knives, goddamn. You had to be careful, the old devils. They told us not to kill them. They could help it. They were old women. They give us 44 or 42s revolvers, and the shells were loaded with millet seed, this little white millet seed. I don't know if you ever seen it on the other truck. You could shoot some guns with knives out of their hands. You could bloody their hands up, and you didn't kill them.
Yeah.
There was 6 of us went down there. You didn't go down there in Japan territory by yourself. 6 of us went down there one day. We came home that night. We had 9 knives and 4 revolvers that we shot out of their hands.
Was that in Japan?
No, that's right here in California.
Oh, in California? Oh, okay.
So we started taking them out.
Yeah.
They finally gave it up, we couldn't take them out, couldn't pick them out. We couldn't get what they wanted out.
Yeah.
There was people there who had American certificates that belonged to the United States, but my God, they had to go too.
Yeah.
They wouldn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't tell you a damn thing. You just couldn't get nothing out of them.
Mm-hmm.
They finally said, just take them out. Everybody goes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them had to leave good homes and stuff. They had to go out.
Yeah.
They got them out, then they put me out in the plane factory. 42,000 working there. And they was just taking them out one door and bringing them in at another.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can come in and get a job. A lot of women getting there, and they was kind of worried about so many of them in there they didn't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
Japan was so close. So they put 3 of us, fellows like myself, out there with them. They had one real FBI man. We had an office upstairs. And supposing you was here went from Lexington out there.
Mm-hmm.
You went to work, asked for work. They put you to work. Didn't find out much about you. They wanted to know what you were like or who you was and everything. One of us would get on the phone, we'd find out from the cops all we could about you here.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other would go out where you was bored, we'd find out whether you was carousing at night, you drinking or chasing women, what the hell you was doing, all about you. The other would go down, he'd work around you in the shops, see what kind of work you're doing and everything. We'd each one took a report up to him. If he wanted you, he'd call the cops. They had cops all the way through. And at the doors, there was 10, 12 doors, and they all had cops. They'd have the cops bring you up if they wanted you. And we was in the other room drinking coffee. You never knew who checked on you or nothing. No matter what you'd done or who you was, we checked on you. That wasn't a bad deal.
Yeah.
We got that pretty well cleaned up. They turned me loose. They knew I had the farm and a family here. They let me come home. That set me up in pretty good shape. I sold all my horse machinery and stuff when I had to leave. I had a 42-year loan on that place when I bought it. That's why I bought it. I had to pay so much a year on it, to hold it. I just had money enough to pay for 3 years on it. I paid for 3 years on it when I left. But when I come home, I had a lot of good hard money. And I set myself up with good machinery, and they froze machinery and all that stuff at the old price. They couldn't sell new machinery, but they could pay you 2 or 3 prices for a piece of old machinery would work. And they could sell them, trade them for. And I set myself up with good machinery and started 45, 46, 47, 46 was my big year. The boys were all gone. There was nobody to farm, and the old people around here at that time, most of them was living on their farm. They couldn't farm, they didn't have nothing to farm with.
Mm-hmm.
My God, they kept coming at me. I had one boy at home that was too young to go in the army. He grew up till he was a good man. I hit on a deal, they brought in a bunch of German soldiers down there, and they, down south on me there on the creek, on the river. I could get them boys for 75 cents a day, and they'd even bring their dinner in a sack. I went down and talked to 4 of them. One of them could speak pretty good English, you understand. The other one was some.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2, they couldn't, didn't know anything. But you know, them boys was good boys. God, I never had 2 fellas work as hard as them boys did for a drink of something cold and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They was just starved to death for sweet stuff. God, you know, we had a big double garage there, and we didn't have nothing in the missus fixed a table up for them out there. And she fed them pie and cake, and I bought them all the Coke. They holler Coca-Cola. They knew what Coca-Cola was, as far as I could see.
Mm-hmm.
I bought them, went down and got a whole lot of that, kept it for them. I give them a bottle now and then. But they worked, God, they've always worked for me. They just, you just thought by God they owned part of it. I never had four fellows that would work like that, even though I was paying them big wages. God, they was loyal boys. And my God, you know, at one time I had 1,046. I had 1,040 acres of corn in different farms. They'd come and go, oh, God, it's going to lay idle. I ain't got nobody. And God, we'd take off. I could get all the damn new machinery we wanted at a cheap price. Well, that's where I began to shine at. Then the good Lord helped me in 46. I had that 104 acres in, or 140. And it rained all summer. We started the pumps 2 different times, 2 different mornings. And the next morning we had to shut them off. That's all the irrigating we had done all summer. It just rained all summer off on plenty of rain. And corn went to 2.5 a bushel. Jesus God, I got to be a young millionaire there by God.
Yeah.
Just overnight. No, not a millionaire, but
Yeah, a lot of money.
I was going to hundreds of thousands.
Oh, yeah.
God, that 2.5 for corn, and the corn was making over 200 bushels an acre. God. I made gobs of money. And I'd buy this cheap machinery around, and anything anybody wanted to have a tractor, I could buy it for a little nothing. He paid me a big price for it, sell me a new one for a little way less money. I kind of got into the business a little. I ended up about $600,000 in the bank. I sold my place, moved to town. I lived 16 years there and ran my wife in a nice home. I really kind of lived too. I just didn't do nothing really. I played a lot of pool, played cards.
Anybody home?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, there you are.
You've been waiting David Homa. I
David.
was the one that sent the big birthday card from California, where all
Oh,
my students signed it.
oh, how nice.
Yeah, and so I grew up in Fremont, and my dad lives in Fremont, and I'm here for spring break, and I was this close. My students were like, you have to go visit him, you have to
How
go
did
visit
you
him.
know who he was? Hi, Grandpa. Mwah.
So you
Finally
finally
made
made
it.
it, did you?
Yes. I got too tired last night. I just couldn't
Oh, I
drive
knew you
anymore.
would. I told Harry. I said, you better stop her when she gets that far.
Well, I would have made it if I'd have gotten on the 6:50 flight, but
Mhm.
my daughter got married again, so I had drove to Jacksonville 5 hours and back the next day, up at 3,
Mm.
and then I got put off till like 12:30 before I got on a plane. So I'm just too tired.
Yeah.
So then coming here, I had to go by all the places and take snapshots at school and everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. You didn't even know him, and you just
No.
heard about him and come by.
Him and their kids sent me that when I was 108.
Oh,
Yeah, I was reading the Omaha World Herald on the internet, and there was an article in the paper, and I thought, well, anyone who is 108 deserves a birthday card from strangers.
You know,
That's
this place
great.
was so damn full there for a couple of days. I didn't know where the hell I was at. Everybody wanted a record.
Yeah.
They was here from all over the state.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Newspaper men,
well, did you know that you are not the oldest veteran in Lexington, in Nebraska, but United States?
Nebraska,
no, the United States?
United States, I guess.
There might be
I'm
somebody
getting close.
older, but they're not a World War I veteran.
He's a veteran. There's one or two older than me that ain't.
Nettie
they
told
ain't
me that
veterans.
a week or two ago.
Really?
So
In the United
he's
States?
it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they've been checking on that.
Hmm.
But I'm slipping fast now, though. I don't
Oh,
see
you look,
good.
you have that
I
age
know.
since I've known him.
I'm getting scum on my eyes. I don't
Can't
see
see.
good. And I don't hear very good.
I don't either.
I got a
I
plug.
know, I have glasses and I'm
I
32.
got a plug here that
That usually don't
this
hit you
in,
till
man.
about 42.
Yeah.
I turn
I
that
think
in and
that's
turn it
great.
low, and then when they plug it in, I have them screw it up to where it'll come out loud.
How's your chair? It's 8 years old now.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. Let's
So
see,
lift chair.
Oh, okay.
oh, I was about 6 years old, I guess that chair is.
It's 8. I
Huh?
got it. I had them get it for you on your 100th birthday.
Oh.
I says, this man needs a lift chair. I'm in the medical profession, so
Yeah.
I couldn't believe nobody had gotten him one before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
He had this old chair that they couldn't find a pillow for
Mhm.
to fit
Yeah,
in the
I
hole.
could-
It was either
Oh,
too
It was a
big.
nice chair, but
Oh, he
I
did
couldn't
not
get
want
up
to
out
borrow
of it.
Yeah.
I asked him how he liked his chair. He says, well, it's a little hard. I go, well, yeah, you're used to one with a hole in it.
The little nurse down here, her and I, we had quite a little fun together. She was a nice girl,
Sue?
and she said, I could use that chair. I said, I ain't got money enough to buy it. Well, I said, I'll take your word for it. I said, maybe a kiss now and then. Work all right. I guess she took me out. She took the chair and took it home. And then it wasn't only, I don't know, a few months, so she quit here and went up to the hospital. Every time I go up there, I see her, you still owe me. I didn't give her help.
That was Sue, wasn't it? Wasn't her name Sue?
Sue,
Little short gal.
yeah?
She and I went to school together
Hmm.
till we were about 12.
Yeah.
I moved here when I was
Yeah.
12
Well,
to California.
she's up there yet.
Yeah, I talked to Linda Carr last week, and she's gonna try and get the girls together. She says, I haven't seen any of them since you were here the last time. 3 years ago, they live in the same town, little town.
Yeah.
Got a real nice rental car. Man, I was just cruising around. I got my CDs in. It was great. Cruise control. Nice car.
How long are you gonna stay?
Till Thursday morning.
Thursday morning?
It was a quick trip, but it was better than nothing. I have a friend that works for Southwest Airlines, and he gave me the ticket. So we owe him a big thank you. Just a friend, Grandpa, just a friend. People have those. Darn.
Yeah, well,
I showed half
I've
of
had
the
a good life.
people in the hospital. I showed them your,
I've had a pretty
clippings
good life.
from your
but
birthday.
I've got to stop that Herald. I can't read it anymore.
you know what, I don't know why they don't make it in bigger print.
Huh?
I don't know why they don't make it in bigger print,
Yeah.
like they do the Reader's Digest. I can't see it either.
Yeah.
And the phone book, forget
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm a bridge fiend. I always get that damn bridge. I always
You
try to
still-
see. I couldn't tell.
He
this
got the
morning.
highest hand you can get in the
I take
bridge.
this glass
Oh,
and I
really?
couldn't figure out my aces or anything on that little damn bridge.
You know what, there's a paper that, a thing that's 8 by 10, or you can get a 5 by 7, you put it right on the paper, or the book, and it makes it larger,
Yeah,
without having to go like this.
yeah.
Oh, that, now I know what to get them.
Hmm.
Wonder if they have a bookstore in town. But I can't read it either, Grandpa.
After I quit farming, I got to start playing bridge, and that's a good game.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a gambling game, but bridge is a good game to play. They play a lot of bridge.
Mhm.
It's high up people.
Oh, we
They
played a
don't
lot.
gamble on
We
them.
played a lot of pinochle.
Huh?
We played a lot of pinochle
Yeah.
and cribbage.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Grandma
Yeah,
was,
I played a lot of pinochle. They play pinochle here yet, but I can't see good enough to.
they got bigger cards.
They got some big cards, I guess. I don't know. Oh, they have got a lot of stuff going on here nearly every day. There's something. They have kids come in. They have sing-alongs. They have birthday cards, birthday parties.
Mhm.
There's something pretty near every afternoon you can go to, besides just golfing.
Yeah. You know, she goes, that's good. I'm glad to see you get stories from time to time.
Oh yeah, I want to hear about Jessie Jameson.
Yo, that's what I should, the one I'm using, this is digital. I should get your address. I can send you a digital copy of it.
Oh, please. Yes, I'll do that right
Yeah, I'm
now.
actually got a camera back there. Because my kids, they said, we have to see him, we have to hear him. So I said, okay. So, yeah, well, yeah. Did your grandpa ever tell you stories about the Civil War?
Oh, yes, some. He wasn't in the war. He did get shot in the hip, I guess. A little. He was tangled up with the James boys.
Hmm.
He had a barn for their horses. He kept a barn for the James boys' horses.
Really?
You read the James boys story?
Oh, yeah.
And what about your grandmother?
Well, a lot of that was tangled. A lot of that story was tangled up too much. There was a lot of stuff blamed on the James boys. The James boys wasn't really the
It's a microphone.
James boys really wasn't to blame for it. The northern boys burnt the James boys' mother's home. After the war was over, they went to there with a bunch of,
The James boys did?
huh?
The James boys did that?
The James boys' mother. They were just boys like I was when I went to the war, around 21 or 2 years old. They were just ordinary boys, them and the youngers, and all them boys that was in there, they was all just boys.
Mm-hmm.
The war Well, they didn't have nothing, and their folks didn't have nothing left on there, and them boys they was robbing all right, and they was doing their job, but they was going right back there, and each one of them boys went right back one by themselves, and they stayed right there. They never did ever leave. The federal people just couldn't find them. They couldn't get them. They went in there, but
like
you
the
couldn't find
Indians.
out anything.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother gave me, after World War I was going down there to see, I was kind of tracing the Edmensteins, and I had to go down there. She said, you can't find nothing down there without somebody telling them who you are and where. My grandmother, my granddad's wife, she knew she was some relative of hers, married one of the younger boys. And she was still a widow down there, and she wrote me a letter to her when I went down there. It's the reason I find out all this stuff. I got the history.
So your grandmother wasn't married to one of the Youngers, it was a friend of hers.
Huh?
It was a friend of your grandmother's that was married to one of the Youngers.
Yeah.
See, I was always told that it was your grandmother that was married to one of the Youngers.
Yeah, there's some weather mixed up, just exactly. Anyway, I stayed right there with that old gal. She was living alone, an old lady, but she liked to talk. And I encouraged her a little. I took her out and fed her a little. Gave her a little money, and she told me the whole damn works. And that's the reason I found it out. But she says, them James boys and the people around here, they never left. She said, they scattered just one place, but she said they was all right here, right back home. People nobody would tell them because they was helping them. They was distributing money for them to eat on, relatives, and nobody.
Robin Hood.
I think that's the reason they run that granddad out. I'm satisfied to run granddad out of there. And that ain't all. I think my dad got a hold of some of that money. My granddad, after he came up to this country, he homesteaded up there at O'Connell. That's where I was born. But after that, he homesteaded a nice level place right down northeast of town there. Dwell Cottage bought him out, but he sold that pretty good high, and he went down there by where that graveyard is up on the hill, that old Lomax graveyard. He built a nice home there, a wood home, and was living there. And all at once he hitched up his team and wagon and said he was going down there and go to work. He left down there and went back down there. Now that was way after World War I. I remember when he left. But he wasn't gone very long till he died down there. And that's one thing I wanted to find out, how he died, but I never did find out.
Your grandfather, you never found out how he died?
I don't know how he died or whether he was killed or what. I kind of mistrusted maybe that somebody killed him. But undoubtedly he dug up some money. They had money buried that James did there, because he kept a barn way back up in the hill. They took me up to it at that time, and you couldn't find it by looking around. You never could tell there was a barn there back in the mountain. And they had a barn in there for the horses. My dad said that he was just 6, 7 years old, and said he used to go up to his older brothers, help take care of the horses. He said they'd be rode down horses in there, and said they looked awful. Said the boys would curry them up and feed them. Said maybe they'd be there a month. The next time we went up, they'd be gone. Here'd be another bunch of old rode down horses. James boy's horses. Anyway, he was tangled up with them, And I'm satisfied that he had money hid down there. The reason makes me think so, my dad never ever mentioned it. But I'm satisfied that Dad got some money down there. Grandmother sent him down there after the team and wagon. I remember, I was old enough, I remember Dad left, but he was gone a couple of weeks. Anyway, when he come home, Uncle Doc and Aunt Siller, that was his two brothers and sisters, were still at home down there with Grandma. And they was living good, they had a nice home. And by God, Dad helped him buy a harness shop over Broken Bow. He set him up in a harness shop, Dad did. Dad didn't have no money. He had that place in that sod house. Didn't have no money when he went down there. But Dad seemed to have some money when he got back. After he got back, I didn't pay him his children as a kid growing up. But Dad got pretty good, pretty fast. Wasn't very long he got hold of that section of school I had leased it.
You awake? Oh, just checking to see if you were awake. All right.
Yeah. We don't change it. Thinking about changing my bed.
Oh,
Anyway, Dad leased it. There was a fence on it or
this was
something.
in O'Connell.
Yeah, right south of Oklahoma there. And there was 60 acres that run down on the edge of the valley, were level. And he claimed he sold that 80 off. After, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. And he had it for a couple of years, and he bought it. And they cut it off in 40s. And each 40 was set aside for how much. And it run from $4 an acre up to $12. The 6 that was down in the valley went for $12 an acre. And Dad paid for it. And where Dad got the money to pay for that is more than I know. But shortly after he got that, there was a quarter that laid along the side of it to the south that had a nice big grove on it. Dad wanted to build it. He bought that, he gave $1,200 for it. I don't know where Dad got the money to buy that. He paid for it. When I stopped to think about it after I grew up and began to see where they...
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Didn't have enough and he put big barns and a big square home up there, a beautiful home, and fixed it all up though, and paid for it. Now where he got all that money off it, he didn't get it off of cattle because Lord God, he wasn't, when we first started, all he had was a few milk cows. I was satisfied that Dad got some of that money.
Good for
Back
him.
home. And my grandmother lived pretty
High on the
by
hog.
herself, and she lived good always after that, till she died. And I'm satisfied that James boy money was some of that money. This is just what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know for sure, but it just, when I stop, the more I think about it, the more I know that Dad got some of that money.
You didn't get it
I
on
know he
the
helped
trees.
the doc get that place over at Broken Bow. I went over there and went to high school, stayed all night, and stayed, well, the doc, they didn't have a high school in O'Connell. And when it come ninth grade, I didn't have no place to go. And they took me in over there and I sewed harnesses over weekends in that harness shop. He had a nice shop there. He didn't have no money.
I thought you were born in Missouri.
Huh?
I thought you and your family were migrated from Missouri to Nebraska. I thought you were born in Missouri.
No, I was born up there where my granddad built that just a little two-room house. He built just with boards kind of tacked up together for a home on that place.
Where did you
Had
live in
two
a
red
sod
shops.
house?
And when the folks was up there, there was two older brothers than me, and I was coming on. And there wasn't room in that house, and Dad went across, he had his sod house partly built, and it froze up. And he couldn't go any farther, and there he was sitting in Granddad's two little rooms. He went across the creek and dug a hole out of the bank, across that creek right up there.
In O'Connell.
And I was born in that dugout in January there.
Well, I got the sod house right, I just didn't get the town
And
right.
in the spring of the year, he finished his house, and we moved out in that sod house. I lived there 10 years before he,
I'll be darned.
yes.
Times have
I
changed.
was gonna say, you probably didn't have any indoor plumbing.
Oh, no. I remember going to visit relatives in O'Connell.
Huh?
And I remember going to visit relatives in O'Connell
Oh, yeah.
and having to go to the outside toilet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Horrible at 3 o'clock in the
You know,
morning.
they got
In
cleaned
the
out
winter.
up there. The cyclone hit them last summer.
Oh,
It's that
yeah?
little town.
Mm-hmm.
Just about wiped it off the earth.
Huh.
What they did have left. That was a pretty nice little town when I left for the Army in 17. There was 2 drug stores, 3 grocery stores, two lumber yards, and blacksmith shops and cream stations, and there was 2 auto shops setting up. And anyway, it was just a nice little burg.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's nothing there. Practically nothing. They're going to build up a little shed or something still. The bank's still there. They didn't get the bank. At that time, there were 2 banks, one on each corner of the street there.
Everybody needs 2 banks.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a nice little burg
Hmm.
at that time, but it's went to nothing now.
Did you say your grandpa lived down in the south before he came up here?
Huh?
Your grandpa, he lived down in the south before he came up here?
Yeah, he came through from North Carolina.
Hmm.
They come through Tennessee, and what was the name of that explorer?
Lewis and Clark?
Goddamn, name's got away from me now.
Happens to me
In
too.
Tennessee, he was born, he had a family there. He had 5 girls. My granddad was a son of this girl that he married this Boone.
Oh,
Remember?
really?
Oh, Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone.
Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
He had 5 girls.
Mm-hmm.
My granddad, mother, was one of these girls. She married at Brock, right down here in the northeast corner of the state.
Hmm.
And it's all on her tomb, who she was, and the whole thing.
And who was, that was your mother?
Huh?
That was your mother?
No, that's my granddad's mother.
Granddad's mother.
My granddad's mother.
Was
Oh,
a
he
daughter
did.
of Daniel Boone.
She was a
Okay.
she was a
So
daughter
we
of
got
Daniel
people
Boone.
mixed up. That's why I wanted this on tape.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's where she's buried. She's buried right down there in Brock. That's where they got up that far and was there. You see, 3 of the Edmonstons married 3 of the Buckridge girls. There were 2 girls and 1 boy. Bill Buckridge married Alice Edmonston, and 2 of the Edmonston boys married 2 of the Buckridge girls. My mother and Ann.
Huh. Now, I knew one of your brothers.
Huh?
I knew one of your brothers, the one that raised Aunt Nettie.
Did he? Yeah, Clarence.
Clarence,
He was
yes.
6 years older than I was.
Now, where was your other brother?
Orly, he was 4 years older.
So you're the baby.
That's the way we worked there on Dad's ranch after Dad got to going. Dad done the castrating, deorning, and he started me roping when I was 14 years old. And 2 older boys were old enough, they were young men, and they could hold these calves. Dad done the work on them, but I had to catch them. I learned to rope when I was 14 years old on Dad's old sorrel horse. He knew more about the rope than I did, but he was under the old devil, and he was a good rope horse. You can ride the hell out of that horse all week. 4 o'clock Saturday night, he might take it though he wanted to do.